Hi, Kemp team. It's great to be back talking to you. It's been a great month. Last month was Child Abuse Prevention Month. And it was really fun, not just walking around and getting to know you all, both seeing the work that you're doing, actively meeting with you, but also hearing our time together in the All Kemp meetings, where we really got a chance to sort of focus on not just what's happening nationally, but really our incredible impact as a center, the work of you as individuals and your different programs in contributing to both preventing and treating child abuse and neglect in our communities. The reality is that every month is Child Abuse Prevention Month, and I really look forward to celebrating the continued work that you're all doing and recognizing the work of the center and both the individuals, programs, and teams within the center as we work towards this effort every month. A couple things that I want to make note of. First of all, the newsletter is chock full of really important information, but I want to pull out a couple particular issues. We announced the All Kemp Staff Retreat that'll be this fall on Friday, September 27th. So you should have had an email regarding this. It should be blocked on your schedule, but if not, please block it. It's going to be a great day. We're currently working on the location and logistics, but I think you're going to like it. And it's really our intention to foster communication and connection between all of us, create a safe collaborative workspace to start really identifying who we are as a Kemp family and a Kemp team and how we'd like to move forward into the future together. So it's going to be a great day. Hopefully the weather will be good at the end of September, and we'll have some nice time together. So September 27th, Friday, lock that out on your schedule. Really excited to see you then. So now I recognize that not everybody is a reader and not everybody has time to sit and read a newsletter. And so while I would encourage you to please read the newsletter, Mary's done an amazing job once again in putting a lot of information into our newsletter. I just wanted to spotlight a few things for those of you that may not have time to read it right now and want to come back to it later. So a couple of things that we wanted to make sure that were spotlighted. First of all, the Colorado Child Abuse Response and Evaluation Network, we're calling it the CARE Network, House Bill 1133, really just a solid and hard effort by the Kemp Foundation, John Fott, as well as Dr. Antonia Chiesa, in really putting together this bill, working with Representatives Caraveo and Pelton and Senator Fields. That was a really a truly amazingly bipartisan, successful effort in creating a network to expand local capacity to serve, address, medically evaluate, and serve kids in their local communities, and have the Kemp Center really be a resource center to support that network. So that's really exciting. Also, you'll see in the newsletter, Dr. Rashawn Ford is going to talk about work he is doing with Children's Hospital to create a foster care clinic for kids, or a clinic for kids in foster homes and kinship care. So there's information there. There's also information on the work that Michelle Howard is doing, really important work, Into Me I See, which is really exploring the relationship with racism. And that's a pilot training that she's launching. So there's more information about that. Another kind of cool thing that Mary is featured on in the newsletter is the community-based child abuse prevention programs state example that was released in the 2019 Prevention Resource Guide, and specifically focusing on Office of Early Childhood's Colorado Community Response Program. Lisa and Heather actually worked with the group to the Social Work Research Center and the School of Social Work at Colorado State University to do an independent evaluation, a 3-year evaluation, and that's now completed, but that information is available in that guide as well. Last, in terms of at least spotlights, so John Fluke's work with the Administration for Children and Families and the Department of Health and Human Services to develop a clearinghouse for Title IV prevention services, and that handbook of standards and procedures has now been released as well, and there's a link to that. So lots of great information as well in terms of upcoming Kemp events. Of course, the Interdisciplinary Summer Research Institute. So this is Dr. Runyon's continued connection to us and hard work, along with John Fluke and Carol Runyon. So there's information regarding what will be discussed in that session and what people will be learning about, but we'll also have a lot of guests on site. So want to make sure folks are aware of that and welcome our guests. I mentioned the all staff retreat. There's a little bit more information there as well, but September 27th. Of course, the Innovations in Family Engagement Conference. So Lisa and Anita and their hard work that will be now this year held in San Diego. So for those of you that are interested in going to San Diego, November 19th through 22nd, that information is there as well. Those links to the All Kemp meeting in April. There's links to Gail Ryan's Grand Rounds. Thank you, Gail, for bringing your expertise of over 30 years on the Kemp Perpetrator Prevention Program and the knowledge you have to us for that as well. Sorry it was only an hour. I know that there's a lot more to share than just an hour. And then lots of good information recapping Child Abuse Prevention Month. Dr. Sharotnik's news piece where he did a great interview with 9 News. He also did an amazing post from the American Academy of Pediatrics Voices that I would strongly encourage you taking some time to read about the work that our clinical team is doing. And there's information. We had the Blue Bake Off. We had an article in the Children's Post. Those of you who don't know, May is Foster Care Awareness Month, and so there's some good information regarding that. And as you all are painfully aware, we in Colorado experienced yet another tragedy this month with the STEM school Highlands Ranch shooting. And thanks to Mary's working with Evelyn Gomez, we were able to post some information from the National Child Traumatic Stress Network and some other information, just links of things that you can go to that may be helpful in both working in your own personal lives as well as professional lives, and tools that may be available in terms of these kinds of traumatic events. Sort of, as we think as our work together here at the Kemp Center, what roles are we thinking about and exploring playing in these kinds of areas of trauma? And so these will be things that we'll be talking about in the next several months, and we really encourage you all to participate in as we steer our direction. So lastly, there's just some housekeeping types of information that are available for you in the newsletter, but please just be aware of university training requirements, end of the year, end of the fiscal year reminders regarding Concur, some good information on how you get access to the Kemp Center Zoom cart. And please, for those of you who either want to ride, want to cheer on riders, or want to just spend a day at Copper Mountain in the sunshine in July 20th, 21st, we'll be having our first Kemp for Kids Courage Classic bike team, and we would love to have you join us. And last but not least, Top Golf. For those of you that are golfers, mark your calendar for September 19th. There's information there to support the Kemp Foundation supporting us. So that's about it. Lots of great information, as you can tell. Please check it out. Mary does an amazing job putting this together for us, and we certainly appreciate a way to sort of communicate information amongst us. Let us know if there are other things that you would like to see or not see in terms of this kind of communication, both in the newsletter or in my monthly blog. I don't really tell jokes very well, but I could sure try. Listen, keep up all the great work. I can't thank you enough for the work that you do on behalf of our most vulnerable children and families and the professionals that serve them. It's truly an honor and a pleasure to be able to work with each and every one of you. Thanks, and we'll see you next month.